Mr. Potato
comes to town.
Potato.
So the morning scene at home, Brishti is getting her homeschooling done, learning about vegetables. Tugga has his exams but still taking free time to come over here so that he can take a break. And
So far away to look at this.
yes, this is what happens. The morning.
Tomato. Tomato. Brinjal. We'll do something with brinjal.
Begun, and begun reminds me of begun pora. Most of the times begun pora used to get made at home, but my dimma or my nani at times she used to make this with adding egg, and it was delicious. Winter holidays, school holidays, going to Mamar Bari or Nani Ghar, and then you have this. It was wonderful, but somehow Ma didn't make it. I didn't know much about this before Tanushri, our friend from the folk tales, did the same thing during the lockdown, and it's apparently called begun khagina. It's a wonderful recipe, and who would not mind having a dinner with begun and
And
egg?
some hot roti.
Yes,
that would
though
be amazing.
Tugga doesn't love to have roti. He is only a
He
bhat
likes
man
roti with this.
with
this he will
begun
have
pora.
rotis, yes. I think let's get on with the recipe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good thing, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe because it helps our channel grow. I'm 8 years old. The channel is 8 years old. It will grow to 1 million years old.
My God.
That may happen.
We are going to start by roasting one big brinjal over open flame. So for that, first we are going to make a few slits. So sometimes there might be insects inside, so it's better to make the slits and check if there are any insects. Now let's roast it on open flame. So all you have to do is that keep the flame at from medium to high and place the brinjal on a wire rack. You can keep it directly on the flame also. And from time to time turn the brinjal so that it roasts nicely and softens from inside. This is now beautiful and charry. We turn off the heat now. And we let this cool down completely before we remove the skin. I'm going to use 1 egg for this recipe. So crack 1 egg and beat it and keep it aside. So this has cooled down now, so I'm going to just remove the skin, peel it off. Remove the head. And just mash it up a bit. And a little bit of charry bits is absolutely alright. It will add some charred, smoky flavor. We'll start by adding about a tablespoon and a half or maybe 2 tablespoons of mustard oil. Once the oil is hot, I'm adding about, this is 4 cloves of garlic which has been chopped in very finely. So just over medium flame, fry it for less than a minute, just till it has a little bit of color. And then I'm going to add 1 onion which has been finely chopped. This is 1 large onion. So the onions have now become translucent and they are browning a little bit. So at this point of time, I'm going to add 1 chopped tomato. Along with the tomato, I'll add also, I have here about 1/2 inch of ginger which I have shredded or thinly slice them. So I'm going to add half of this ginger into this and half I will add in the end. I'll add a bit of salt. It will help the tomatoes also to cook faster. Half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. And let the turmeric powder cook with the tomatoes. So I've got chopped green chilies. I'm not adding to this because I've got children eating at home. I'll add it only in the end as a garnish, but you can add the green chilies to the oil so it'll be quite nice and spicy. Now the tomatoes and everything has become soft. I'll add the brinjal. And give it a good mix. Add salt only if you feel it's required, otherwise don't. This is done. Now what we are going to do is make a well in the center. Keep the heat at absolutely minimum when you're doing this. Don't want anything to burn. And then the egg which you have whisked and kept, just add this egg in the center. And just like any anda bhurji, scrambled egg, just scramble it. Normally for a family of our size, we need to cook about 2 brinjals and 2 eggs, and that's enough for about 6 people to have it for dinner. Keep cooking till the egg has completely scrambled and there is no eggy smell to this. And once that is done, like this is done, add the rest of the ginger, or you can add it while serving also. Some chopped green chilies, chopped coriander leaves. Okay, so this is done. You can serve this with rotis, you can have this with rice, paratha. It's good for breakfast or even a dinner on a wintry night. Garnish with a little more of coriander leaves and some green chilies.